What's up guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really simple and easy project that's great for beginners. I'm using some Glass Alchemy Haterade and some Blue Dream as the main colors for this project. Feel free to go to my website revereglass.com or Glass Alchemy to check out this color. The first thing that I'm going to do is use some of the green Haterade, which is a beautiful, transparent, really easy to use glass. And I'm going to use gravity and heat to make that into a sphere. A sphere is one of the first shapes that you're going to be practicing in glass, and it's really the beginning shape of all the other components of glass. So once I have the sphere made, I'm going to attach some of the Blue Dream to make one of the fins. So here we go. I'll grab a little bit on the end, and this is going to be the tail. So I'll heat this up and take off any excess glass, remove the Blue Dream, and then I'm going to grab some mashers. It's a couple pieces of metal that are parallel. I'm going to squeeze that together, and now I'm going to clip it with my shears, just some straight shears. I'll use the tip of the Blue Dream just to stretch out the fin a little bit and be able to shape it into more dynamic shape and bring it to a point. I'm pulling it out really slowly so that I can really see the shape that I'm making and not pull it out too fast so that the front or the tip becomes too much of a taper. I really want a smooth transition. Now I've grabbed both ends and stuck them together so I can pull them out evenly. You can do them one at a time or pull them together. Go back and forth if you want and just pull them to the direction that you want. Now I'm going to pull them out a little bit to give it a more of a dynamic shape. And there we go. You can see that the tail is coming together. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is heat up the center of the tail and clip that with my shears. And that's going to make the tail fin into two little fins. I'm going to use my step down shears to pull these out a little bit. And this way you can see that a couple of different techniques on how to shape the fins. You can either stick them together, you can use the glass, or you can use the tweezers, whatever you feel is the easiest for you and the most comfortable with your working style. All right, now I'm going to grab my mashers again and just put that into shape. Here I have my Blue Dream, and I'm going to use this color to add just a little bit more to the bottom fin so that it can match the amount on the top fin. I'll grab it with my mashers. And the great thing about glass is that it's so malleable that you can always go in and move things around, correct it, change where things are going. So it's really an amazing material. And this is a great practice and a great exercise for people just starting out with glass, or if you've been blowing glass for a long time and are looking for something fun and fast to make. Little fish are great, and you can totally vary the size and the shape of the fish. Now I'm going to put on two of the bottom fins, and so I'll put those kind of next to each other to leave it a little bit of room in between the two, but then I'll be able to go with my mashers again and squeeze them, and that'll allow me to start the shape. And these fins I'm going to leave a little bit more rounded than the tail fins. All right, so once you have the two rounded tail fins, you can pull them, but I'm not going to pull them quite as much. So they'll be a little bit pointed, but still mostly round. All right, just pull that piece off, clean up any edges, and I'm bringing it to a little bit of a point, but still most of the shape is round. And I'll take my mashers again and squeeze it. And you can already see the fish coming together. All right, the next step that I'm going to do is grab my Blue Dream again, and I'll make the fin on the top. So this is going to be a long stripe, and I'll go back to add a little bit more glass back and forth. And you can see I already started the shape just a little bit by putting the glass on that way. And you could do some pre-shaping just the way that you put the glass on. All right, so now I'm going to pull the fin back a little bit, still to a little bit of a point, but rounded mostly. All right, and now that I have the top fin, I'm going to heat up the back a little bit just because I want to add a little bit more glass to that bottom fin again, the tail. I'll squeeze it out, and now I'm going to pull off the excess just to make sure that they're approximately the same size. All right, pulling this off and stretching that out. And the really good thing about the glass is that you can go heat it up, especially borosilicate, which is this type of glass, and melt it multiple times. All right, now I'm going to test to make sure that it's going to sit up on the fins. All right, here we go. Make sure you always are keeping it warm. And now I'm going to use a punty. This is a clear rod. It's basically a handle for the glass, and I'm going to do an attachment here where I'm attaching to both the tips of the fins so that I can make the punty centered and still hold the glass. And these are small connection points, so eventually I'll be able to move them and take them off pretty easily. All right, I'm just going to stretch this out a little bit, make sure that it's centered. Here we go. The next step that I'm going to do is remove the main haterade glass that I was using for holding the fish, and I'll heat that up, make sure it goes back into a sphere, and remove any excess glass. Put that aside, and here we go. Now I need a little bit more blue glass for the lips, so I'll put that in front and just add a little bit of blue glass. And then you can take a tool like a butter knife, or this is a cheese knife, something like that, and just cut it right through the center, and then you have some cute little fish lips. All right, so these are some cool glasses. They're magnifiers, and if you want to get into some close detail, then I really highly recommend them. They come from my jewelry background, and more and more I see people using them. But for the eyes and everything, I really want to make sure that I can get in closely, so it looks more like you're seeing in the camera, where I can see things pretty magnified. Make sure that it gets on even. I use the same amount of glass. All right, now I'm going to take the end of my masher and just flatten those out a little bit. And this is a really great project. If you haven't blown glass yet, and you just got your equipment, then I would really recommend that you make some fish, some different sizes and shapes, and really a fun project that's not going to be super challenging, but will still really build some skills. So I added some white on each side, and then I flattened it out with my mashers, and now I'm going to add a little dot of black at the center, so I have my my little pupils. And that's one of the reasons why I'm wearing the glasses, so that I can see exactly where I'm going to put that little dot and make sure that it looks nice and lined up. All right, here's the fish. We're almost done. I'm gonna light my Bunsen. This is an awesome Bunsen, you guys. Mad Hatter and myself collaborated on this. So I'm just gonna heat up the fish, make sure it's nice and warm, and then I'll be able to remove the final punty and put it in the kiln. I'm just gonna grab one of the fins with my tweezers so that I can hold it and slowly remove the punty from the back. And you can see there's a little bit of excess clear that I'm gonna remove, and I'm just gonna use the tip of the clear glass to remove any excess clear that was remaining on the tail. And put that away, and there you guys go. There's a cute little fish standing up, saying what's up to you guys. Come learn to blow glass. For more, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. Check out revereglass.com, and please become a member of the YouTube channel or the online school to help support this channel. Thank you.